feel the heat, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out in echo. Stop, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Your nirvana. I feel a way I've never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. Stop, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender. Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 92nd episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, and this is a show where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. And tonight, our wonderfully scary guest is Kakashi Rushi. Please say hi, Rushi. Introduce yourself and tell our listeners something fun about yourself that they might not know.
Buongiorno, I'm Kakashi Rushi. I'm a Scarecrow VTuber. I am Chaos Incarnate.
I've noticed.
I once was on a space rocket. I can move my eyes separately from one another, and I do fencing and yodeling.
Wait, I thought the space rocket part was like part of your lore. What?
Nope. That's the fun fact about me. I was once on a space rocket.
How?
I once almost fell into the Grand Canyon.
I need context for all of them.
And I almost got eaten by was it an alligator or a crocodile? One of the two.
Do you perhaps live in Florida?
I do not. But this happened in Florida, yes.
What? How? Okay, that's one wild life you've had, and we've barely been live for 5 minutes. Okay, tell me the thing I'm most intrigued about. Screw the crocodile or falling into the Grand Canyon. The rocket. The how what why? Just give me the whole story. The rocket.
Which part?
The space rocket that you were on. You said.
Well, my godfather used to have ties with NASA. So one day he was just like, hey, want to go into a rocket? And I was like very small. I don't remember too much of it. Like I was like very small. I just learned how to walk. But I was allowed to go onto a space rocket that was being prepared for a launch.
Okay, that's fun. Your godfather is not like the godfather from like the, Godfather.
honestly, after what was revealed about him afterwards, I'm like, maybe both. Like, listen.
Yup, eh.
We're gonna let you into a space rocket. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna like it, whether you want to or not.
Do not press the button. Do not press the big button that says launch.
Mamma mia. Okay.
I do not care. The real
Yeah, I
quiz will
mean-
be very funny.
I mean, I don't think that they should have the launch button on the rocket. It should be handled externally, you know? I feel like that would be more secure.
Yeah.
When you're just doing maintenance, you think that this button, this button's got a play button on it. That means play the music, right? Nope. Let's go. That's the
launch the
button for go.
music.
Yeah, launch. You're gonna be taking the party to the moon. That's for sure.
Oh, we got friends on the moon. This all works out in the end. This all works out.
Wait, you've got friends on the moon now? Just all of a sudden? Did they go with the Indian space rover that landed like 2 days ago?
I got the VTuber friends up there. It's very nice.
Okay. Well then, let me then ask you jump into the first question that we have. And I feel like it's probably gonna be a bit chaotic. But what is your lore?
Well, you want the long answer or the short answer?
Give me the long. Why not?
Okay, oh boy, okay. So, once upon a time, there was a nice little book, and this book was The Wizard of Oz. You might have heard of it. Very cute. And in this book were 4 witches. Witch of the North, Witch of the West, Witch of the South, and Witch of the East.
Yes.
I'm just going to call on myself. I like to do like hand movements. Nobody sees them because, well, VTuber.
You speak with your hands, though.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that speaks with my hands.
Even when just talking to a screen.
Exactly. I got that Italian riz. I am not Italian in any way. I just have the riz. But I would like to mention that I pointed to the east. Like I pointed to the east when I said west, and west when I said east.
Okay, so you mixed them up a bit. You got them a tad confused.
But yeah, to wrap that part of the story up, the nice old lady that lives in the West, she was kind of a capital C cunt. And the story continues as normal. Dorothy and all the others go to the castle. Well, Dorothy and the Lion go to the castle. The Scarecrow and the Tin Man actually get destroyed. Fun fact. But the witch gets a bucket of water gets thrown on the witch, and she finds out she doesn't actually melt because of the water. And she decides, you know what? This means I'm completely invincible. I'm gonna go on a blood-curdling rampage. And long story short, goodbye Emerald City. Goodbye every single major place of interest in the land of Oz.
That's not good.
And long story short, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, and people I cared about were lost. It was very sad.
Did you throw the bucket of water on her?
No, I was not Dorothy. Nah. And she kind of goes like, actually, yeah, this is kind of cringe. I'm just gonna report myself to the authorities and get burned at the stake for my crimes.
That's not the story I know.
Yeah, it gets a little bit spicy. And then a long time afterwards, there's a bunch of crows in a field. I know, massive tone shift. And the crows are very, very, very bored. And they're like, you know what we should do? We should make a challenge. So they build a scarecrow, and it's just an inanimate scarecrow. It's not really that scary. I'm kind of insulting myself, but I can have it. And
So the crows built a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't scare them away, obviously.
Nope. But suddenly a crow with red eyes shows up, and he's like, hey, you want to know what's really scary? and the crows go like, "Oh yeah, tell us what's scary," and suddenly the scarecrow starts moving, and they all just get absolutely terrified and fly off.
So then you did your job. Okay. So that's the origin story.
I was very good at my job for that exact moment.
Just that moment. Oh, I see. There's the crow.
Yeah.
You T-posing
nice
on me.
Little crow that awoke me. Yeah.
T-posing in the studio.
Dominance.
Wow. Wow. Can't believe you. That's a fat crow, though.
Yes, he's a chunky boy.
He's a chunker. Can he even fly? Do his wings work? Barely. I see him hopping around. Oh, that counts as flying, kind of.
He does little jumpies. It's okay. He's
I like
gonna be
it.
with us for a bit.
I like it. That's cute. Crows are welcome in the studio. I like them. But okay, no, I like that. That's definitely a different version of the Wizard of Oz that I've heard. I've not. I don't think I've heard that version. But also, I'm not too what do you call it? Too well read on the original story of the Wizard of Oz, because I think the last time I watched it was like ages ago, like super long ago. So, and like I've never read it either, unless it was read to me as like yeah. It's always that way, you know, like book versus movie. Or
Fun
play.
little fact about the book.
Yeah.
In the book, the scarecrow actually twists the necks of 100 crows.
That. Wow. I guess it does its job of keeping the crows away. But
They were sent
also
by Twitch.
poorly because it's 800.
Yeah,
So
like 100.
yeah.
It's insane.
That's wild. But okay, then so how did that lead to you becoming a VTuber? So you became an animate scarecrow. Where did that take you? Or where did you take it?
Well, I got very bored because all the crows immediately left me whenever I'd approach them. And in a field, there's not really much else to talk to.
Okay,
So I
fair.
decided to take a VTubing to meet people online.
Okay, and then how did you how did you become a VTuber? Like what? This is now a bit more outside of lore. How did you fall down the rabbit hole?
That's actually it's a long ass story because I always wanted to, but I was always so like, I'd risk a lot of things if I were to like show my face online. Like, also, I'm not conventionally attractive. I'm certainly not. I'm certainly not bad for the eyes. If you catch my drift, but I'm not conventionally attractive. So, yeah. Long story short, I just wanted like a safer alternative to showing your face on stream, and this also allows for way more creativity in like the long run. Like a lot of people, when they see VTubing, they're like, oh, you just plop on like an avatar and it's all done. No. No. There goes.
It is. It 100% is. It's definitely. You just plop open a model and just, there you go, and it'll move. It'll do everything by itself. You don't have to get tracking or.
You don't have to puppet your face a lot to make sure the movements are correct.
Oh
no.
Dude, that's something that you learn, a skill you learn as a VTuber, just like how to exaggerate your face so much so that your face does everything on the model that you want it to do.
Yeah, especially when you wear glasses, you have to like stare at your webcam to make sure your eyes stay open.
That's worse. I don't wear glasses, but I've heard the complaints. Where it's like you need to like
horrifying.
open your eyes twice as much
Oh yeah. I have dry eyes whenever I end stream. Just because I don't blink, because I'm just like
You don't blink, you turn into a literal scarecrow. You turn into a literal scarecrow.
Yeah. Staring contest with myself.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so what would you say were some of the inspirations behind your design then? Why did you choose to become a scarecrow?
Well, I've always loved the Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is my entire personality, to put it nicely. It's a one thing that's just so it's one of those things that you keep discovering new things of. It's kind of niche, but there's still like plenty of it to go around, and it's just very nostalgic because my childhood was pretty much the Wizard of Oz. Like, my favorite movie growing up was The Wizard of Oz. Well, actually, I used to hate the movie The Wizard of Oz. I refused to watch it as a child.
Why?
Because when the movie first starts, it's a live-action black and white movie, and I was like, I don't like black and white. I don't like live action. I was the Disney cartoon kind of kid. I loved the Aristocats. I used to love everything Disney, except the live action remakes. I don't
except
like those.
The live action.
Please,
I don't
Disney,
like
stop.
them either.
Please, Disney, stop.
I don't like them either. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Well, there's one live action Disney movie that's actually very good.
Oh.
It's also considered one of the scariest movies Disney has ever created. It's called The Return to Oz, but it's genuinely terrifying. It's terrifying. I really recommend it. But yeah, I refused to watch The Wizard of Oz as a kid because it was black and white and it was live action, and I didn't like that. But one day my father just turned it on, and I was bored, so I was like, I'm just gonna
Fine.
read a book or something. And then I actually started like watching it, and I heard Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I was like, oh, this song is actually pretty nice. And then the hurricane happens, and I'm like, oh, what is that? What is that? Like, I thought it was just going to be one of those like Little House on the Prairie kind of things. But then like the hurricane happens, and then it suddenly switches to color, and I was like, whoa. Whoa.
They just got isekai that way. Isekai from a world without color into the Wizard of Oz's world.
Yeah. Also, you could argue that the Wizard of Oz was one of the first isekais.
You could. You probably could, but so could you maybe do it with Alice in Wonderland?
Yep.
Or technically that's also an isekai.
Yeah. Actually, there is one other tale that was... I looked this up because this exact question has kept me up for days. The world's first isekai was, I think, a Japanese myth.
Japanese myth? Okay. Well, like Spirited Away type myth.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Urashima Taro. That's the one I was thinking of.
Urashima Taro.
Yeah, that's the one that goes into the Dragon Palace underwater.
I have never heard of it.
It's I think that's the one that got the unending supply of rice as a reward and then gave that to the poor. It's a very cute myth.
Oh, okay. Wait, but how's that? Is that an isekai though? Because the Dragon Palace beneath the sea, it's not another world. It's just it's a hidden location. It's like going to Atlantis. It's different, no?
I think it's like kind of implied that it's like the spirit world kind of ocean. Where I don't know.
Maybe. I'd have to see the.
I'd have to say Alice in Wonderland.
I'd have to see the Studio Ghibli interpretation of it to judge whether it's a not a live action, whether it's a, what do you call it? an isekai or not. But I don't think Studio Ghibli has done a version of that. It would be cool though.
It would be amazing.
Because like I don't know. I don't know
there's
if
references to it in Okami.
I've not watched Okami.
It's the game with
the game.
With the
Right. No, I've not played that either. I've seen people play it. I've seen a wolf girl VTuber child of mine play it.
Ooh.
But I've not actually played it or watched a playthrough of it.
It's a very nice game. I highly recommend it.
I'll check it out. Maybe at some point I get it. What do you call it? Maybe at some point I'll stream it. Otherwise, I might just play it off stream. I don't know. But okay, so basically, to get back to the inspirations behind your design, Wizard of Oz. That's that's the inspiration. And
also,
then
because I am, this is a little bit of a more sadder part of it, if you want to put it like that. My bones are brittle.
Let's go.
We got brittle bones. And I'm very clumsy, so for like if it was just Wizard of Oz, you could just like argue like, oh, you could also do like a lion or like the Tin Man or like Dorothy even or a Munchkin. Actually, now that I think about it, a Munchkin would be very funny. Just a little Munchkin. I know what my new
if you were a Munchkin. If you're a Munchkin, you're gonna have to get up your gremlin energy.
Oh, you think I don't have that yet, don't you?
No, I'm just saying you're gonna have to get it higher. Like even higher.
+1.
Exactly. Well then, do you have infinity? Isn't it more like? Aren't you more chaos now?
Hold on. Let me go full chaos mode.
Oh no. Oh no, what's she done, y'all? Oh, I saw that one earlier in the week. Well, I saw it earlier today when you were using it. Also, a late happy birthday.
Thank you.
Because I saw that's the VOD I watched earlier today. I was like, it's birthday week.
Yay!
How long have you?
Very chaotic birthday.
Yeah, no, I skipped straight to the middle of the VOD, and I don't know what was going on. You were just.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be like.
There was the one chick from Has-Been Hotel. There were other people and images and a whole bunch of stuff.
Guy Fieri was there.
Yes, Guy Fieri was there. I don't know what the song was that was playing in the background when I clicked in. It just looked. There was so much chaos going on. I could not figure out.
That is the true chaos.
Yeah, no, that was truly chaotic from just from watching that small segment.
There we go.
Welcome back in your original form. It's lagged a bit. There we go.
There we go. There I am.
There she's back. But okay. Then, so there were nothing else. Why did you decide to, give the scarecrow like, cat ears and a tail?
That was creative liberties from my model mama.
Ah, okay.
And I loved it, and I was like, "Yes, please add those."
Yes, she gave you the sketch and was like, "Hey, maybe some cat ears. Could I interest you in cat ears?" And you were just like, "Yes, yes, please." Okay. So, what would you say then? We talked about, the VTuber rabbit hole and how you fell down that, almost like how Alice fell down a rabbit hole. But that's a different fairy tale. Let me ask you, so when it comes to inspiration, who or what would you say inspires you now for content creation or how you do things, just in general?
Who inspires me now? I'd say the people I've met along the way. Maybe the true inspiration were the friends we made along the way.
What, on the yellow brick road?
But yeah, I've made so many amazing friends over the years that I've VTubed up until now. And they have been so extremely helpful and kind to me that I kind of just want to continue for them. I want to make sure that I live up to the expectations that they see in me. Well, expectations, the quote unquote potential that they see in me.
Okay.
And I just want to make them proud.
Are they? Have you made them proud yet? Or is there still a goal?
I still need to unlock peak chaos.
Peak chaos needs to be unlocked. When do you wanna, what is there a timeline for that?
I'll ascend. I'll ascend.
Easy, just strap a rocket. Just strap a rocket to the back of the pole of the scarecrow and then, you know,
Push.
to the moon. I mean, technically that's chaos ascending, no?
Yeah.
It works.
Gonna get a talk show and gonna get Guy Fieri on it. I feel like that's gonna be the peak.
What if I beat you? What if I beat you and get Guy Fieri on first?
Want to make it a race?
Sure, I mean, I've already got 92 episodes behind me. Honestly, no, you'll probably win.
But I am gonna.
Yeah, you're probably gonna win. But okay, then let me ask you. So, what about VTubing fascinates or interests you the most?
Well, I feel like the creativity that goes into it, in combination with how it's creative and it still allows for so much room of personal interpretation per VTuber. Like, no two VTubers are alike. With this is in no way shade to like flesh tubers, in no way shade. But if you see one brunette
Says the scarecrow
streamer, if
the
you see
scarecrow
one
is not
streamer,
throwing shade. Mm-hmm.
This is not shade. I swear. I don't mean this in a mean way. I mean this in a this is an observation. But if you see like one if you see like one person, like one flesh tuber stream League of Legends, you've seen all of them pretty much.
Fair. But you could say the same for a lot of games that VTubers also play.
True.
Like if you watch
But,
one
like, at
VTuber
least for
play Valo, you've
VTubers-
seen all of them.
Oh yeah. Valo is one of those games, but usually like I feel like VTubers have that benefit of the doubt because they still have like the model, which is very like which shines through with a lot of uniqueness. Which is a luxury I don't think a lot of flesh tubers have. Like usually it's just your face and you can put up makeup, you can put on a wig, you can put on clothes, but it's still
You can cosplay.
Yeah.
If you cosplay, it's something different.
True.
And also, that's a lot of effort.
That's a
lot of effort.
Like, no shade. Like, flesh tubers do a lot of work. I can't imagine having to, like, fully prepare myself appearance-wise instead of just turning on my camera, making sure all my angles are all right. I can't imagine having to go every time I want to stream to just make sure I look great and make sure my background is okay and make sure all of that is okay. I would never be able to do that.
Or if I were to do that, I would turn into that guy on South Park, the gamer. I would just switch on the cam and be like, "Yo, this is me in my messy glory." I'll turn up the mess.
You're gonna pull one of those Carbons where you just comment on everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure, like, I'll get a separate stream room and then have that room be as dirty as it can be, just for that's the brand.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, you know, people can call me a dirty fucker or whatever.
Like, that's the fun part about streaming while VTubing. You can eat whatever you want, and as long as it's not crunchy, you can get away with it.
It depends. It depends. If your tracking is really good, your tracking can pick you up chewing, and people will be like, "What you eating?"
Well, you can hide it a little bit. Like, if you tilt your head a certain angle, it won't track the mouth movements for eating motions.
And then that one time that you do that, and then there's a crunch, people will learn. They'll know. Ugh. When they tilt their head like this, that means they're eating.
I mean, yeah. But I will say there's one massive flaw to VTubing as a VTuber. And that is if you have a leather chair and you move even an inch.
Oh, our leather chair.
It will make the fart sound.
Yeah.
And because you're VTubing, you can't just show your chair and you can't show that you just moved. So everyone will think like, oh, you farted.
Yep. And then I'll just, if somebody will, even if it's the chair, if somebody asks me, did you fart? I'll be like, yeah. Yeah, rate it.
What of it? What of it?
What do you rate it?
What of it? Got a problem?
Don't act like you don't fart. You're stinky. But okay, then, so let me then ask a hypothetical question that we lightly touched on earlier. So let's say, right? Let's say you got cancelled. The whole, what do you call it? The whole
I got
scarecrow
for
thing.
Setting a house on fire.
Yes. You know, scarecrows are quite flammable. So let's say you got cancelled and everything burns down. What would you rebrand to and why? So you can't be another scarecrow again. And you know, I'm gonna take it further, and I'm gonna ban cat ears and cat girl as well.
Oh no! Well, actually, I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
2 of them, huh? Well, one of them is, well, also, from these answers, you can safely say, well, let's just put it like this. You can pry my fairy tale theming out of my cold, dead hands. I will go either Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
Or straight up Wizard of Oz. Like, the Wizard of Oz.
The wizard.
Ooh, actually, I could go with Glinda.
What if I did ban fairy tale? Like, no fairy tale stuff allowed. What then?
Eldritch horror. Horror.
because of chaos, that's why.
Oh no, I just really like Eldritch horror.
Okay.
And
what
because
type?
I really like playing D&D, I want to go Beholder.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen
Beholder VTubers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one.
Ooh. I could do that as an alt.
You can do that as an alt.
Ooh.
You're just gonna start streaming. Y'all, if y'all see if you guys see a Beholder VTuber pop up in the next like month or 2, then you know whose alt it is. Imagine that one pops off more. Would that one become your main?
I mean, I'd consider it. It'd be very funny.
Would the Beholder account stream on Twitch?
No. YouTube.
YouTube all the way. Let's go. Actually, yeah, I forgot. I should change that. The guest socials on screen still says twitch.tv. YouTube.com.
I do both. Well,
there we go.
I do a lot more YouTube. Twitch has been controversial, to put it nicely. With their weird revenue cuts and all that stuff. It is easier to get like, yeah, like it's easier to get it's easier to get monetized, but the monetized is like only like 40% of what you actually earn, which is kind of a blow.
Yeah.
So, as
Not
my
worth.
advice, yeah, it's good if you like need something fast. Like if you're not going in it for the long run, Twitch is perfect for that. But if you actually can get those 4,000 YouTube hours and the 1,000 subscribers, go to YouTube. Go immediately. Go, go.
What if you're like me and you've been doing this for 3 years, almost 3 years. It's actually, almost 3 years, and you've broken the 1,000 subscriber threshold a while ago, but you're still struggling with hours. What do you do?
I'll let you in on this little secret. I am too.
You're too? Let's go. I mean, not let's go, but like, let's go. Someone else is with me on the struggle. If I may ask, what is your hour number on?
Let me look it up. Like I was like, I'm gonna grind because they announced that they were gonna do like
the partner light type thing. Yeah,
the partner light thing. And I was like, oh, that's my chance. And they never enrolled it in the Netherlands.
Don't worry, they've not done it in South Africa either. It's still in testing. It's only in America, Britain, Canada, Australia. Is it Australia? I don't know.
I think it was Japan.
No, it wasn't Japan. It was America, Canada, Great Britain. I think Taiwan was one of the countries, which is weird that they would specifically choose that one out of everything else. And then the last one, I think it might have been Australia. I'm not sure, but it's only those 5 countries. What the fuck? It's only those 5. Yeah.
Well, guess I have to finally bite the bullet and actually release content that I make for content creation. I have so many videos I actually just never released, but I made them.
What type of videos?
I wasn't happy. Well, I actually have a video about D&D horror stories, and I'm working on a video about how The Wizard of Oz actually has a lot of LGBT representation in it, which is very weird considering it's a book from the 1900s.
Yeah, from very long ago.
There's pretty much a canonical trans character in Oz.
Oh shit.
And they actually get treated with a lot of respect. It's very cool.
Okay. I didn't know that. Then again, as I've said, I know very little of The Wizard of Oz. So anything you say, anything you tell me, I'll take it at face value and be like, yeah, sure. That's sure.
In The Wizard of Oz, it's actually stated that you need to give me $10.
Okay, see there I'm gonna disagree because I doubt that they would have used bucks. If it was 10 like 10
shillings.
10 silver shillings. I'm sorry, I don't have 10 silver shillings. Also, I wanted to ask before we started about the accent, because I was gonna guess either Dutch or German, but now that you said Netherlands, I'm like, okay, I can hear it.
That's the funny part. I actually have a British accent sometimes.
Sometimes,
Usually
yeah.
when I'm drunk.
Are you drunk?
Not right now, but
Okay.
I'm very hot, so that's what it is.
I
There's been a heat
cannot
wave
say the same.
of sorts here.
It's cold. It's cold as fuck.
Oh, jealous.
I'm sitting in a thick jacket with long sleeve clothes and
Oh.
everything, because right now
God, I wish
what
that were
is
me.
what is the temperature right now? It's about 14 C right now.
Ooh. That's
So
pretty
it's not
alright, actually.
it's not too cold, but it's still too cold for my liking. I would prefer if it would just stay a solid 20, 22 throughout the day, like day, night, same 22.5 degrees Celsius, perfect. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Maybe 23 or 24 on the slight hotter side, so that I can actually wear short sleeve stuff. Because like 2/3 of my closet is short sleeve, and I can't wear that during the winter.
Yeah, I feel that struggle because I live in the Netherlands and it's bloody cold here. But
Not
I
now.
love Lolita fashion. So my entire closet is jumper skirts and short blouses. I struggle in the winter. I struggle in the winter.
Yeah. No, I can imagine, because those aren't particularly warm clothes, are they?
Yeah, they are about as warm as
A t-shirt.
a t-shirt and like jeans. Like not even jeans, just like booty shorts.
Oof.
But they're beautiful and that's what matters.
They look nice. If you're suffering on the inside, so be it. As long as the style is there.
Exactly.
Okay. So then let me ask you, so why did you start making content? You said earlier that you've always wanted to, do streaming. Why?
Well, because I've always looked up to content creation as an art form.
Why?
And well, because a lot of effort goes into it and you have a lot of like I always listen to a lot of like podcasts and like videos about explaining things, and I will admit I've fallen into the YouTube shorts rabbit hole more than a couple of times.
That's not too difficult.
You click one of them and then you just start scrolling and suddenly it's 2 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
But yeah.
That's how I pass my power outages. Just sitting on YouTube Shorts for 2 hours, easy.
Yeah, exactly that.
But okay, so then what was the actual push that you got when you did start? And actually, let me ask you when did you start?
Actually, I started around 2021.
Okay, you're going on the list.
Like, I'd never heard of VTubing before, but someone I was friends with actually started it, and they started doing content. But they have since gone on to a hiatus for a couple of years, so that's sad.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw them do it, and I was like, "Oh, that's an option."
You can stream without showing your face. What? What?
Wait. Oh, let me find the expression. That's an option. Whoa.
Just the blank eyes. Whoa. Yeah, my model's not as fancy. I can move my arms. That one goes there, that one goes on the hip, and I can take off the jacket. That's it. Any other expressions you see me do is I do it with my face. So I can go side eye with just raising my one eyebrow. But not too much. Those eyes look weird on you. Change them back.
Good.
Change them back.
On this?
Eh.
On this. Watch. Haha.
Oh wait, your hands are bones. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. You could say they're straw bones.
Yeah.
How
also,
often do you make straw puns? I like the hat. Oh, you can change the tail.
There you go.
No, wait. Nah, you did not just give the crow Naruto.
It's Naruto.
You didn't just turn Naruto into a crow. What are you? Oh, you're Kakashi. Of course you're Kakashi. That took me longer than I should admit. Of course you're Kakashi. When you're studying, got it. Nice.
Wait, I can do. You fool!
You fool! You activated
You
my
activated
trap
my
card.
trap card.
I'll beat you to it.
One brain cell moment.
I'll beat you to it.
One brain cell moment.
You know, that's a thing. My community are all my cellmates. And that's because, well, I have one brain cell, and whenever somebody joins the community, like when they subscribe, join the Discord or whatever, it's like, welcome to the hive mind. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thanks for sharing all of your brain cells. Like, you might be able to hear it. I'm not sure if stream will hear it. If I quickly replay one of the subscription alerts, yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen. But if I quickly hop over to this scene, there you go. You heard that. Or I had a friend say, "Welcome to hell, cellmate." They're all cellmates. We share one brain cell, and I love it.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah. I might in the future get some friends to give me more voice lines for the alert, so that, you know, there's a bit of a gotcha when it comes to it. I don't know how it would work, but I'll figure it out in the future, at some point maybe. But okay, let me then ask you. Actually, no. Before I get into the next question, make sure you guys check out this episode's sponsor, because this episode of FNV is brought to you by me. So go check out all my shit, please. Go check out fnv.cod.co for anything to do with the show. If you are a VTuber and you wish to apply to be a guest for season 2, which I cannot tell you when that will be, but I can tell you that season 1 will end after episode 100, which is not that far away. We're literally 8 weeks away from it, and then it's over. It's Jover. So make sure you apply there. There is a Google Forms link that you can fill out to do the application, and otherwise make sure you go check out all your only platforms if you prefer listening to the show. The show is currently available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Anchor FM. And otherwise, that's everything for me. But, you know, the show can't go on without the guests. So make sure you go check out my wonderful guest here, Kakashi Rushi. That's a bit of a tongue twister. But you can find her on Twitter and YouTube, everywhere. Her links are in the description, on screen, in chat, on the show notes. It's literally everywhere. Her YouTube's on the title. It's very hard to miss. So yeah, make sure you go check it out there, and let's get on with the show, shall we? Next question that I have for you is, what is your preferred type of content to make?
Well, that's a good one. I really like gaming, but I actually want to do something else.
Oh?
Well, do we count chaos streams where there's no rhyme or reason, just whatever the hell I'm doing?
Yeah, that's fair. That we can put that in a genre of its own.
Because I legitimately once did a stream where it was like, you know what, we're gonna read the script of Shrek.
That sounds like a good stream.
But I didn't tell anyone beforehand that I was going to do a Woo voice the entire time.
Oh no.
Dye myself green, put on a Teletubbies helmet, and have Megalovania play in the background.
Throughout the whole script reading.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What inspired that?
Pure chaos. It was just like, yeah, what would be funny? And I just did it.
What were the reactions like? Were they good?
Everyone was just like, what the fuck?
They tuned into the stream. They're like,
fair.
What is going on?
Like,
Why?
It all started like very calm, because I did like a calm little music just to be like, doo, doo, doo.
Oh,
like
on the starting scene screen.
Like before starting the reading, I did a little just chatting where it was just like, all right, has everyone settled in? Then let's start the book reading, shall we?
And it just fucking starts.
Yeah. And then everyone just went like, oh no. I
You're
forgot this is Kakashi Rushi we're talking about.
You're like, okay, we're about to start. And fucking everybody in chat's just like, why do I hear boss music?
Uh-oh.
What's going on? What has she planned?
Legit.
How did that idea even like? How did you get the idea? What?
My mind is an enigma.
Clearly.
Instant footage of a milk carton falling over.
Milk cart. I know of the waffle falling over.
That's also me, but I'm under the waffle. Just
You're
getting
under
squished by the waffle.
Oh, okay.
That's my sanity. That's my sanity.
I saw a meme somewhere in the day or somewhere in the week where it was this one gif of, I don't even know who she is or where she's from, like what anime or whatever, but it's this cute I'll find it real quick. Not the original, not the thing that I'm talking about, but the person at least. Because I know where people were talking about it and showing that earlier, like today-ish, somewhere.
Ooh, fresh meme.
Here it is. It was this lady doing her tea bags, and she was being squashed by the waffle.
Oh my god.
And I just love it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, I need one of these. I need a teabag emote like that. I want one so bad.
Yeah, that looks so cute.
I know, right? And you should see the edits people have done with it. Like putting her under a waffle.
I just realized I could do something similar with my pixel model. Just go boingy, 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 boingy.
It was pretty boingy. But okay, so then
the boingiest.
Follow-up question on, you know, your preferred type of content. What's a content medium that you've not gotten into yet that you want to in the future? Or just something you want to do that you've not gotten to?
I still have a lot of the donathon goals I did a while back. Because I did a donathon, blah, 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 I'm moving. But I really want to actually get my editing skills to a level where I can upload those videos and be proud of them. Like the Wizard of Oz has LGBT themes and talking about D&D horror stories and all that stuff. But I also really want to read the entirety of the Wizard of Oz on stream. And
would
like
be
read
on brand.
books in general. Yeah.
It would be on brand.
And I want to focus a bit more on fashion content.
Oh. How would that work?
Just talking about the random this is going to be like specifically like Lolita stuff and other fashions I specifically wear. But like Lolita, and then talk about the dresses that got released that week, or talk about like an old release that I'm very angry about. The Final Fantasy 40 dress. Oh, the Final Fantasy X Angelic Pretty dress. I am so mad about that. I am so mad about that dress. But
what's I don't know. It's very plain
and $450.
That sounds like a scam. Me.
It pretty much is. It's very ugly. There's like one chocobo in the entire print. That's it. That's the
and
dress.
what's the rest of the dress? Is it just like a normal?
It's just like pixel art of the mascots of the brand. Not the Final Fantasy, but the brand that makes the dress. And it's like the cheapest looking dress ever. It doesn't even look good on a model, let go a mannequin. And right across the bodice, like right where your titties are supposed to be, it says
supposed to be.
it has the logo of the brand on it, and it looks so ugly. Like not even the models and the mannequins could do it justice. Even the quality of the fabric is garbage.
Oof.
It's like cotton, but like cotton that you can barely make flat in because it creases so easily. It is painful to look at it. It's painful.
I can feel the pain just in the way you're describing it. And those sighs. I can feel it through those as well.
That dress will be the death of me. I swear one day someone's gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna mess with her, and just give me that dress, and I will personally hunt them down, and I will go into the electric chair for them.
Open a throne and have people put it on.
No.
What if it was a donathon goal or something like that? Or a subathon, you know, something like that, like a stretch goal. Have you buy the dress and fucking wear it.
No.
And then you have to do a cosplay stream in it.
Even that, no.
No? Is there anything that would compel you to buy it?
$1,000.
You're gonna lose 450 of it. So then,
you still get 500 out of it, so
fair enough. So $500 is worth it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say
Because
it's worth it. 500's a lot.
I will be angry about it. I will be angry about it the entire time, but I will be okay with it.
Because you made a profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, then it'll work. Put it as a donathon goal.
Oh, no.
And I'm gonna make sure your chat remembers to have you put it as a donathon goal.
God. I swear that dress is the ugliest. Oh, even thinking about it makes my blood curdle. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I don't say I hate things fast, but I hate this dress. I hate it.
Okay.
Next question.
Well, yeah, I was about to say let's move on then before we have you burn down the studio just because of thinking of that dress. So let me then ask you. So what do you do when you're not streaming? When you're not a VTuber, or although when you're offline, what do you do?
Okay, in nice terms, I'm a NEET.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't really have a job. I don't really do an education. Kind of hard when you're disabled. But I do collect dresses, and I do fashion, and sometimes I plan meetups for my community. Well, I used to. I've gone into a little hiatus in the community as of late, but I might come back someday.
In what type of community
fashion.
is that? Is that specifically like the fashion community or?
Yeah, the Lolita community. Even.
Okay. Is it big?
Not. Well, it's got about 100 members or so. Not too big, but also not too small.
Okay, well that's like your local area, you would say.
It's like for the entirety of the Netherlands, and there's some Germans and Belgians in it as well.
Okay, damn. Yeah, it's not that big. It's not as big as I thought it would be then.
It's one of those things that costs a lot of money, and culturally, it's a big faux pas to dress that extraordinarily.
Is it?
So, in the Netherlands, at least, there's a big emphasis on being quote unquote normal.
Oh.
I feel I do not meet the criteria. I do not meet the criteria. I say being a VTuber on the internet.
Being a scarecrow.
Exactly.
Being a fairy tale.
Yeah. Being a fairy tale creature.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Netherlands has a lot of emphasis on being normal and not falling outside of that norm. So dressing in like cute pastels or black or like cute, like anything frilly is immediately seen as falling outside the norm, and you will get a lot of comments about it.
Oh. So the Netherlanders are direct.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Will they not keep those comments to themselves, or
No.
behind closed doors they will say
No.
it to your face?
They will say it to your face. They will catcall you on the street. They will even touch you. Yeah.
Wild. You
We love
Dutch
that.
are wild.
Yeah.
Other than just being tall, I guess that's also now on the list of things to be wary of when speaking to Dutch people.
You want to know the worst part? This is going to be great ammunition, by the way, if you want to bully me.
Okay.
I am short for Dutch standards.
What is that? Because
I am
Dutch
short for Dutch
standards.
standards.
Dutch standards is something else. What are you?
I'm 170.
170. Okay, I'm 182, so still short. And I can know 170 is not short at all. But for Dutch standards, I understand. Yes, that is short.
Like, it's very funny if I go to like the southern part of Europe and I meet people there. I'm pretty much eye height with all the guys.
Yeah.
Like, if I wear even the smallest platform shoes, I'm just taller.
I mean, I have a
That's
couple
fun.
friends who are around 1.5.
Ooh.
It's fun bullying them, I'll let you know.
You can just put your arm on their head.
I've done
Use it
that.
as a little armrest.
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's almost been done to me. Because I had a couple of very tall friends, and I still have a couple all of my friends now. Like, well, okay, not all. Most of my friends now are all, like, tall. So I am 182. I've got a friend who's 190. I've got a couple other friends who are also in the 180 range. So it's like, yeah. And then come the girls, and then they're short. They're hella short. Most of the time, the girls are just short. My friend, who's the tallest in the group, he used to date a girl who was 1'4", I think. She was super short. He's 1'9".
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I just love seeing those height differences, where there's like something completely out of whack. Like, dude, there's a whole ruler's difference in between you. Plus extra.
I mean, that just means they're throwable.
Exactly. They're puntable.
You can
That's a
use
fun
them
word.
as a improvised weapon.
Roll a 1d4.
Have you truly played D&D if you haven't thrown your gnome friend out of a window? Have you truly lived?
No, you haven't. You need to defenestrate a gnome for that. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite words ever.
Yeah, power.
Defenestrate.
Command defenestrate.
Yeah. It's literally, it's a word that its usage is so specific. I love it.
Conveys so much.
No. Yes. Because it's like, if you're saying you're gonna defenestrate someone, they will think, damn, you're gonna like do some wild stuff to them. No, you're just gonna chuck them out of a window. And that's what it means. That's what it means. You're gonna
sounds like
defenestrate
Final
someone.
Fantasy slang.
I can see it.
I could see a Final Fantasy character go up to you like, I shall defenestrate you out of a window.
Why'd you go all posh with that?
Have you ever heard Final Fantasy characters? They sound posh. Well, especially Final Fantasy 14. They're all just there like, hello, we're all very British.
The entire cast was just English. Not the northern kind.
Well, they're posh British, like confound it. We have lost the target.
Well, okay, then what would you say is your biggest weakness when it comes to VTubing? So this is...
My poor ability to plan. My poor planning skills.
But you turn that weakness into a feature.
It's a feature. I'm just rare. I'm just rare. If you catch one of my streams, whoa, you have achieved something. Like, whoa, she's streaming. This is the first time in like 2 weeks.
So there's no schedule, no rhyme or reason.
I've tried doing schedules, and then I overworked myself and was like, yeah, never again.
I mean, if you just
one of those things, yeah.
If you just keep it simple, where it's like, you know, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, that's it. Those days you stream, you don't have to plan them.
But then I'll get the, what shall I stream on those days? And what if I want to stream on the other days?
And you do it. If you want to stream on the other days, go ahead. And you don't plan it anyways, so what do you mean, what shall I stream? Hit the live button and then be like, okay. Chat, I hit the button and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm planning, and let's see where the wind blows. See how the cookie crumbles.
But the problem is, if you stream on YouTube, you need to make a thumbnail.
True. That is indeed. Yeah. That's the pain. I enjoy thumbnails. I enjoy making them. But sometimes, you know, you just want to start the stream and it's like, fuck, I first need to take like 20 minutes to make a thumbnail. Depending on how effort you want to make the thumbnail or not. Like, I've gone overboard for a stream that I knew was not going to be too long. But, yeah.
I have a very fast collection of thumbnails. Some of them are very normal. Like, they're just
Send them to me
with like...
I want to see them.
Like, some of them are just normal. Like, I did a stream of Absu and it's just me diving. And then there's just like the collab streams where it's just everyone's face.
Yeah.
And then there's just a picture of me being terrified of pickles, and then there's me as Homestuck. For Baldur's Gate, I actually did this whole thing where I made because I streamed it with one of my friends, and so I decided, like, hey, I'm sorry, you might murder me for this.
Oh,
and then I just made a little PNG of them as a Homestuck character. And I put like, I got this fan art of me as a Homestuck character, and I put those two on the Windows startup background, like, you know, with the hill.
Yeah. Windows
and
XP.
Then I put, like, and then I put a bigger version of me, and I made the transparency like a bit different. Like, here, I'll post it to you because you need to see the absolute chaos that this is.
What? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That, you know, that's a lot more effort than I put into my thumbnails. My thumbnails are all just mostly templates. I take a wallpaper from the game that I'm playing, I chuck my face on there somewhere, I put part 1 or part however many, and just grab the logo from Steam's library cache, and then boom, that's it.
Sometimes I put effort into them. Sometimes I did a Lobotomy Corp stream, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go all out with this one. And sometimes I actually put like nice effort into it when I like, I did this stream where I was reading SCP articles, and then I pretended I was possessed by Dr. Bright. So I made an asset that looked like the SCP, I forgot the number, but the SCP that Dr. Bright is trapped in. No, the other one, the very chaotic researcher that was whose soul got transferred into this amulet.
don't know
And now
that
they
one.
can possess anyone that touches the amulet.
I don't know that one.
It's very cool.
How have I never heard of that? Probably because the Volgan hasn't covered it. That's the.
Well,
that's.
have you ever heard the things Dr. Bright is no longer allowed to do at the SCP Foundation? That's Dr. Bright.
Oh, okay. I have heard
Like, where
that
it's
one.
like, no, he cannot say nobody expects the SCP Inquisition.
Yeah, I think I've heard that one before.
Yeah, he's like so chaotic, it's amazing.
Things Dr. Brown is not allowed to do.
Yeah,
Anything.
that's the one. Just
Whenever he
just
does
don't
something,
let
it,
Dr. Bright be unattended.
yes, no, things he's not allowed to do, and things he's not allowed to do unattended. Same list.
I think one of the statements in that is actually like, actually, we should stop making a list of things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do and make a list of things he is allowed to do.
It would be
Because it
shorter.
would be way shorter.
Yeah, it definitely would be. And then maybe you can make some adjustments or, you know, amendments as needed. What would you say is your favorite SCP?
My favorite SCP, I know exactly which one it is, but I forgot the number. Let me grab it. Also, I want to do more SCP content. That's what I want to do. SCP 3998.
3998. What is 3998?
It's a skeleton scarecrow that if it comes in contact with fire, it pretty much causes extreme devastation.
Oh. And that's just because that's you. Are you that SCP? Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, is that part of your
Maybe.
lore?
Maybe. Well, I did wreak havoc.
Fair enough. My favorite SCP is SCP-1689. Bag of holding potatoes.
Ooh. Yes!
I've linked the Volgans one because I love his reading of it.
Yeah.
The bag of holding
I love that
potatoes.
one.
It's an amazing one. It's a bit. It's obviously a joke SCP, but it's still amazing.
Yeah, I want to add that item to one of my D&D campaigns.
Bag of
Just
holding
a bag
potatoes.
of holding potatoes. Like, they can't stuff anything else into it anymore.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
I mean, they could go into it. SCP-1993, your leg? Wait, what? Is that one? That is actually a thing.
Your leg.
Your leg. My leg.
My leg.
My leg.
That
Well,
was
okay.
one of the shittiest things of growing up in the Netherlands. All the kids' cartoons are dubbed.
Uh-oh.
So the my leg joke never made it over to Dutch SpongeBob. And then I started Mijn been.
Mijn been. Right. Fucking Dutch is weird.
Mijn been. But that joke never made it over to the Dutch version.
Honestly, I love finding the differences between Afrikaans and Dutch. Because Afrikaans is my home language. And Afrikaans, we know,
Yeah.
is like a mix between Dutch, English, and German. And a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
sorry
other
about
languages
that.
and stuff as well. Oh, what do you mean sorry about that?
There were a lot of Dutch colonists in Africa.
Yeah. I'm not saying it. I mean, like, hey, if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be here. And plus, I'm specifically in, like, Cape Town, which is, like, you know, the
Yeah.
Dutch colony in Africa. And if I can claim that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaapstad. And like hell, even our currency
Oh.
is still in Dutch because it's the
Is it the-
ZAR. No, it's the ZAR. It's the Zuid-Afrikaanse rand. But it's like, but like you spell it in Dutch, even though we just call it the Zuid-Afrikaanse rand. Which we just spell it like rand, R-A-N-D.
Also, I thought of another SCP that I absolutely adore.
Oh, which one?
SCP-50. Oh no, wait. SCP-3008.
3008.
Infinite IKEA.
Ah, the Infinite IKEA. Yes.
I love IKEA.
We don't
I
have
get lost in
IKEA
a
here.
lot.
We don't have IKEA here, but I do enjoy the Infinite IKEA. Yes.
I found this one song by the Lancashire Hot Pots, and it's called "I Fear IKEA."
No way.
Yeah.
I need to listen
And
to
they
that
sing about
after the
how
show.
it's about the size of Belgium.
It's
And they always get lost in, and how one of their friends went into IKEA and he's been missing for a week.
Ooh. Simon, what have you done with our friends in IKEA? But okay.
Simon, how dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? But I mean, if Simon says you go into IKEA, you go into IKEA. So,
Yeah.
oh well.
It's because Simon says.
Yeah, pretty much. But okay, so we mentioned your biggest weakness being the inability to plan. But what would you say is something that was a hurdle that you've now overcome? So something that's not an issue anymore.
Does it count if it's like still a small issue but no longer cripples you as much as it used to?
Sure.
My voice. I could not listen to my voice. I could not listen to my own voice. Like if I needed to clip something, I had to use a voice changer on the clip.
Damn.
So I wouldn't have to learn to listen to my own voice.
Damn. Okay, I've never heard somebody take it that far. I used to be that way too.
Yeah.
I think everybody hates their voice initially,
Yeah.
and then it's like, you know, because I don't know, it sounds different when you're speaking. Like, you know, I can hear my voice right now as I'm speaking, and it sounds different than from on the recording. And I'm like, bro, how do you get my voice so wrong? This ain't what I hear. But as
I think it's because the brain kind of doesn't recognize your own voice as a voice, so it kind of warps it.
Maybe I don't know.
Because it's something you're not supposed to hear, and also because your voice sounds very different in your head than it is, like, actually, like, there's a different frequency.
Yeah. Like, I don't, my voice sounds very different from in my head versus from in the recording. But I think it's something that you can get used to as you're, like, you know, editing mainly.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you have to, because it's more expensive to pay somebody else than to learn to be at least a bit comfortable with your voice. And plus, it's good. It's good if you can learn to love your voice and have it not be as much of an issue. I think it raises your self-confidence, and then if people say, hey, I like your voice, then maybe it's not, you know, you might actually take it to heart and not just shoot it down.
Yeah, I hope my voice sounds okay.
Yeah, I like your voice. It's cool.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, no, it's definitely not a. I wouldn't say it's a hurdle, but I could see how it could be. I understand. But okay then. So, what would you say are your goals with VTubing and/or content creation? Where do you want to take this? You can go abstract, long term, short term. Anything like that.
Well, I want to have fun doing it. That's the most important part. I want to have fun. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, growing so I could make people proud. But, like, the most important part to me is, like, having fun. And just, like, I want to make my own merch sometime. I want
Hell
to
yeah.
do that.
By the
Like,
way,
I just want
chat.
to surround myself by people I like.
By the way, speaking of merch, y'all, do you see the hectic merch there, chat? Go check out the hectic merch drop from your boys R.
Hey, buy the merch.
Buy the merch, do it. It's cheap. Ish.
This message was approved by Kakashi Rushi. That means it is good.
Hey, you've not even seen it though. You want to see it? This is the design. I'll send it to you. This is the design that I put on the back. Merch hectic. This is the design on the back, and this is the design on the chest, like the logo.
Ooh, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with it. I'm proud. I've bought a couple copies for me and my friends, and sometimes we unironically coordinate our outfits, and like we'd have 3 people wearing the hectic hoodie.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm like, hey. But
Like,
okay. So what would you do with merch? Do you want like a plushie? You want to become a marketable plushie?
I would become a marketable plushie. I want to be a marketable plushie. I've actually looked at the idea of making a body pillow.
Oh
I
shit!
actually got some art for keychains. I just haven't made them yet. I
Y'all,
actually have art and everything ready, but
Y'all.
I have no idea how to do any of it.
scarecrow body pillow. Let's go.
Scarecrow.
The only thing is though, you can't use a normal body pillow with the Rushi cover. You've got to fill it with straw. You've got to make it a straw pillow. That's a requirement.
Yeah.
You've got to fill it with
Or
straw.
also like one of them is like the tasteful, like still a little bit of clothes on, and the other side is just a skeleton, like a PNG of a skeleton.
Yeah, how does that even work? Is there cleavage? Is there any?
A little bit. I will admit to stuffing.
Stuffing? Wow. She pads, y'all. She's using padding.
I've had titties.
She
so
pads her bra. I don't know. I just find that funny. Some people will still go nuts over it though.
Exactly. Like it is on brand to just be that chaotic where it's just a body pillow where one side is me and the other side is just Sans
Skeleton.
Undertale.
When you press you should install a button on like the boob, where it's like if you press it, boop boop boop, that's all you hear. Not the whole song. It's just boop boop boop. Like don't even think about it. See, I'm giving
Like
you merch ideas right now.
Yeah.
Who said my guests don't get anything out of being on the show? But okay, so then, are there any short-term goals that you maybe say, like let's say at the end of the year, is there something you want to do or achieve or anything like that?
I want to push to get partner on YouTube. And I feel like that should be attainable.
I've been on
Like,
that
I
push
forgot
for
to
like a year and a
share.
half.
I forgot to share, but my current hours are 2,900.
Dude, same. I'm literally also on 2,900.
It's such a painful hurdle.
It is, dude. I've plateaued on 1,300, or sorry, 3,100. I swapped the numbers. I've been plateaued on that number for like the last year. The entire year I've been on 3.1, and I just can't get ahead of it. And now July, August, September, I've got a full-time job, and I don't have the time to stream as much. And it's dropped. Now it's gone down to 2.9. I'm like, so much pain. But yeah, no, I feel you. It's a grind. And I feel like the only thing that you can do to get your hours up is to just honestly like do more content.
Yeah.
But I can't right now.
Yeah, work comes first.
Yeah.
Everything else will come out of it won't go anywhere.
That's what you think. It definitely fucking will. Tomorrow I'm losing more hours from a year ago.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
So yeah, but oh well. That's it's a thing we all struggle with, and we all need to try and beat.
YouTube, give me hours to woo.
Give us hours, please, YouTube. The YouTube algorithm needs to bless us with some good hours. A spike in the algorithm. Get away those.
Cute enough to get the views.
Get away those puppy dog eyes that don't look right on you. Doesn't help you beg me. I can't give you my hours. Imagine that was a thing. You could give someone else your hours. Dude,
Battle Royale.
I would steal my father.
Royale.
I would steal my father's hours so bad, because my father has a YouTube channel as well, but he focuses on like school sports and stuff. So it's like I help him out there as well when we stream, sporting events. And sometimes after the fact that we've just like looked at his numbers and it's like, the casual good old 6,000 hours in a month. And I'm like, bro, just give me a 10th. Give me a 10th of that.
Yeah. Well, at least you can ask him for like editing help.
I could, yeah, but
like,
I edit on a different style. So it's different. And he also edits differently because like he's used to multicam edits where, we have multiple cameras on an event, and then if editing is needed, then it's, he goes through that, basically just swaps cams, runs levelizer on the audio, and, generally stuff like that. Whereas I usually put in, if I were to edit let's say a short, I do like zooms, a bunch of like meme effects, or always subtitles. So it's like, it's two completely different editing styles. So unfortunately that doesn't work.
That was worth a shot, right?
He actually wants to hire me to do some of the editing. If there's a lot of it, a lot of stuff that need to be edited, then it's like, split it up between the two of us. But okay.
Hell yeah.
Shall we move on to the next question? What keeps you fighting burnout? What keeps you motivated?
Well, this is going to sound cheesy, but my friends.
I can count. If I had a dollar for every time I've gotten that one, I would have probably about 50.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
It's just like,
it's always a good answer.
Yeah, I don't get out a lot. So when I got the opportunity to like VTube and actually make friends here, it was incredible. And just for that is pretty much just carrying me at this point.
Simon, you don't have to count, please don't. Sorry, just have to stop him from going down that rabbit hole. But yeah, no, I can understand that. That's a good goal. If you came in here wanting to make friends and you made them, then that's a very good reason.
Yeah.
So then,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, I'm gonna move on to a different question.
Yeah, you.
No, I'm gonna move on to a different question. You go.
Yes, do it.
No, you are gonna say something. Okay. So then, okay, Simon, do as you wish. So then, the last question that I have is, what has been the happiest moment of the greatest achievement you've had since you've started VTubing?
Well, there's actually a moment that keeps repeating over and over again, which is my peak moment in my entire career.
Oh.
And that's when I start my stream and I see the first comment come in.
Hey.
Like that feels truly great. That's the honestly the best feeling in the entire world. Like seeing that first comment drop in, you're like, oh, people actually do watch. And you just get so excited to start the stream, because usually do you also get that thing where you get the stream blues and you're like, oh, I don't want to stream, and what if the stream is not good enough, and what if everything goes wrong, and I don't think I have the energy. And then you see that first comment and you're like, oh,
yo. Yeah, it just instantly gives you like all of the energy.
Yeah. And
or
then you go into
when you
stream
have
and
the
a
blues,
lovely time.
Yeah, or when you have the blues and you're like, okay, fine, I've already got the thing
stream.
scheduled. I guess I'll just take a look at it.
Yeah.
And then you see, oh, 2 waiting.
2 waiting.
Because YouTube shows you that. It's like, oh, someone's waiting. Someone's ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's already a like on it. There's already a like. Haven't even started. Is there a like?
Dude, so I've had friends where I don't even tell them when I'm scheduling the stream. I would just schedule it, and then like shortly after I schedule it, it's like, oh, there's already a like. And I'm like, okay, I guess thanks to whoever that was. I don't know how you knew, because there's not a notification that goes out for that when I schedule a stream. But hey, appreciate it.
Sometimes it pops up in recommendations.
When you schedule a stream for like a day later.
I think, yeah.
Huh.
YouTube's algorithm is weird.
I don't know, it's wild. But yeah, no, I can agree with the, you know, the first message that pops in. It's like, oh, gives you that dopamine hit.
Yeah.
But okay,
that's beautiful.
That is the end of my list of questions. So now we shall get into the Q&A, which we've already gotten a couple. So if you guys have, or once again, if anybody in chat has any questions that you wish to ask Rushi over here, feel free to click on the little blue box at the top of chat and ask your questions there. Type them in there, or type it in chat now. Because usually the Q&A is there, so that if you have a question, you ask it there and it doesn't get lost in chat, because I'm not going to go scrolling through chat to go find all questions. That's why the Q&A is there. But the first question that we have is an obligatory one, and it is from Simon. That question being, are you ready? Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood?
I'll say 16.
Nope, wrong.
Oh.
That's a possibility, but it's more abstract, like.
I forgot the answer to this. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find the answer.
No. I can give it to you. Do you want to know?
Yes.
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's the answer. No numbers. It's all abstract. Depends on how the woodchuck is feeling that day. You know, if he had a good gym sesh the day or the day before, he might not be able to chuck as much wood as is usual for him.
Just thinking of that sentence, I should do a tongue twister stream. Ooh.
That's a fun one. I'm pretty sure there are some good Dutch tongue twisters, no?
Oh, there's plenty.
I can give you
loodje lopen langs de lange lindelaan.
What?
Dus je loodje lopen langs de lange lindelaan?
I'm gonna need you to type that one out for me. The first one that I can think of in Afrikaans is Sanne sê sy sal 7 sakke sout sleep, 7 sakke sout sleep swaar survive.
7 witte zwarte zwanen zwommen in de Zuiderzee.
What? Plan waar Pilgin Gel Gogurg van Robberland Silio Gogogog. Welsh. 3 witches watch 3 watchers. Which witch watches which watch? You missed a watches there. Which witch watches which watch? Lise leerde Leute lopen langs de lange lindenlaan.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, Lisha taught Lacha to walk past the long Lindelaan. And then Lan is the name of a street.
Yeah, we know that. Like I have there's this popular soap opera. No, not soap opera. Just a is this a soap opera? A CFP. A soapy. There, that's what we call it in English. A soapy called Zevende Laan, which is like 7th lane.
Oh, this one's fun. Toen koos terug.
Wat was voor was? I'm not even gonna...
Oh, here, I found the longer version. Liesje leerde Lotje lopen langs de lange Lindelaan, maar Lotje wou niet leren lopen, dus liet Liesje Lotje staan.
What? It sounded like you were singing for a sec there. I could hear the bounce in how you were saying it. Dude,
It's
Dutch is
easier if you
wild.
bounce it.
It is.
Als
It is indeed.
Als een potvis op een pot...
That one got you.
Als een potvis op een pispot pist, heb je een pispot vol potvis.
Why are you talking about a
Als een
pisspot?
potvis... Yeah, pretty much. Als een potvis op een pispot pist, heb je een pispot vol potpisvis. I can't do that. I can't do that one. De knappe kapper kapt heel knap, maar het knaapje van de knappe kapper kapt nog knapper dan de knappe kapper kappen kan.
That's wild. I don't like those. How about Juguma Goku no Shiriketa Kaji Sugi no Sugi Matsu Ura Matsu Fura Matsu Kunara Tokoro ni Sumatokoro Yabara Koji Nobara Koji Pipe no Shiringan no Gooding Dai Gooding no Pumpkin no Pumpkin no Choki Me no Choski. What that one?
Curious. My name is also beautiful.
Oh, Uri no Maya. 3 switched watches, three swatch watch switches, which switched which watch swatch watch switch? That one doesn't make sense. I don't like that one either. But okay. Next question is from Abdul Zaid Turabelli. And he asks, hi, what is your favorite fact about the Byzantine Empire?
Well, it sure was an empire.
Do you have a favorite fact about it?
Well, I like that Greece was in it. Also, I love the mythology.
Okay, perfect. And then, on the topic of your voice, from earlier, Dark Water commented, conventional or not, a voice like yours could make a rainy day bright. It's not much of a question, but he said it.
Oh, thank you.
Then, a question from...
It can also ruin your day if you hear it at 3 a.m.
I mean, it's not too far away from 3 a.m. from right now. And then a question from Lucas Steinhauer. Oh,
God damn it, Lucas.
Steinhauer? Stina Hurd?
Steiner.
Asking arson in all caps with a question mark.
Arson!
I'll take that as a yes.
Arson!
Then, question from Abdul again. A genie appears and grants you one wish, but he is running low on time, so he says the wish would have to be to alter all humans' bodies in some way. What would that wish be? Turn them into
I would
straw.
wish for everyone to have one extra toe.
One extra toe? On which foot?
On the left foot.
Why?
Because it will create mass hysteria, which would be hilarious.
Fucking rip the multi-billion-dollar industry in shoes, having to remake all of their left shoes.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, you might start a new fashion boom in terms of left foot shoes versus right foot shoes. You know, now they maybe don't have to match since your feet aren't the same anymore. Would it then be a disability if somebody didn't have an 11th toe?
Yes.
Then, Kyle Julius asked, potato, yes or no?
Potato.
I mean, we have a
Potato,
bag of
yes.
holding for it, so yeah,
Exactly.
we'll
Yes.
take it. Then, question from. See, I'm trying to space them out from different people. We're not asking the same person in a row. Question from Dark. No, that's not a Dark. If I had a coin for how many girls I know who like arson, it would be 5, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it's that high. No, I know more. I can point you to more who like arson. Hawk Shadowfrost CH, or Hawk Shadowfrost channel, asked
Hi, Hawk.
favorite mammals. Favorite
What was the next one?
mammals.
Favorite mammal. I like how it had to be specified as mammal, but I always say phoenix. I really love phoenix. They're so cute. They're like little cat foxes that also kind of like doggies. It's cute, and I want one, and they're not allowed to be owned, and I want one. And they're cute, and they make the little sound, and I love them.
They squeak. What does the fox say? It goes. Ah. That's how it goes.
Also, I forgot the word for it, but the you know, in the Lion King, there's Timon and Pumbaa.
Hmm.
Timon.
Meerkat.
I forgot the name. Meerkat. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the honorable the honorable second.
The honorable mention.
The honorable mention. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we just call them in Afrikaans. It's exactly the same. It's just meerkat.
In Dutch, it's stokstaartje.
That makes sense because I can see the stok and sterkie. You know, that makes sense.
It's a little sticktail.
One thing that I a word in Afrikaans that I blame Dutch wholeheartedly for is schoenlapper.
Schoenlap.
Yeah, schoenlapper being butterfly.
Oh.
Like that shit. That's your fault. 100%.
I'm
You Dutch.
I'm sorry.
Then-
I'm sorry.
Question once again from Abdul asking, what is your favorite beverage size?
Favorite
weird.
beverage?
That's a weird question. No, beverage size. Like small, medium, large? Or if you're
Large.
going to
Large.
Starbucks, tall, grande, venti?
Large. Largest I can get. Largest I can get. Largest I can get.
I can get behind that. I'll also
Like, if-
usually grab the biggest drink you
Yeah.
can.
Like if you have a small one, you know, like it's going to quench your thirst a little bit, but like if you have a big one, you can have choices, you can have options. You can drink the half now and the rest later, or you can drink all of it in one go. You can get sick drinking it. You can have
Or you can take your
everything you
time.
want. Yeah.
You can take your time, but still quench your thirst. You know, options.
Yeah, exactly.
And then since
And with
we
the small, you
are
just don't have that.
we are getting close to 10 p.m. my time, which is when my power is gonna go out. So I'll be running through these questions a bit faster now. Question from Abdul: opinion on Harajuku fashion?
Love it. Love it. I wear Lolita fashion. I love it. I've been looking into Gyaru as well. Not really Harajuku. Is it Harajuku? It might be. But yeah, I love Harajuku fashion.
Okay.
I love everything about it.
Then,
I personally wear a lot of sweet.
how many Tsar cannons are too many?
How many what cannons?
Tsar cannons. I think, Abdul, did you mean like Tsar bombas, the nuclear bomb? One would be the answer for me. One is too many.
Are there still people standing?
What?
Then we need more. We're gonna go for 10. We're gonna go Oppenheimer.
You know how big the Tsar bomba was, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We're gonna go Oppenheimer.
You're gonna go 10 times. Oh, the nukes are named after them? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But the cannons are big, though. Cannons are also big. How many is too many? You can't have too many cannons, then. In that
Can't have
case,
too many.
I'll
Nope.
say. Can't have too many. No. Next question was from Darkwater. As a scarecrow, how much straw can you add and subtract to your stealth? He wants to know if you can make a what do you call it? A buff straw woman, or if you can become a buff straw woman.
Yes, you can. I'd have to get a different shirt because this one is already overstuffed with the chest. But if I just get like a big like oversized hoodie and just fill that with straw and put it on, I will be buff.
Well, there you have your answer, Dark. You can you can let those fantasies go now. Then Simon asks,
Gotta get out of that.
why? I don't know, Simon. What was that question regarding? What?
Why not? Why not?
Fair enough.
Why not?
Good answer. And then last question that I'll ask before we end the stream from Abdul again. If fruits became sentient, who would win in a fight?
That's a good one, but I think it's going to be the tomato.
The tomato? Why the tomato?
Because nobody suspects the tomato. Nobody, like a lot of people don't even believe that tomato is a fruit. So the tomato will just be like inanimate for the entirety of when they are fighting.
So the the tomato's just going to be a third-partying little bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. I guess that does count as a dub in some ways.
Like it's going to like wait until there's one more standing, and it's going to sneak up behind him and snap the neck.
Fucking bush camper piece of shit.
if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
I mean, no, it can still be stupid. Just because it works doesn't mean it's not stupid. It's just that just means it's stupid that it works.
I mean,
okay.
I'm here. I'm still alive. It's not.
I mean, so am I. But it is stupid that I work, so I mean, hey. Dark says no, he just likes having a Build-A-Chick. Fair enough. But okay, that is going to be the end of our Q&A. That's going to be the end of today's episode. So,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. You've been an amazing guest. I'm sad that we have to cut it short, unfortunately. Yeah, there's not too much I can do with a power going out. But yeah,
that's no problem at all.
But yeah, that's going to be it from me. So thanks everyone for stopping by. I've been your host, Zara, and I will see you all in the next episode of FNV, which will be next week, Friday. Stay tuned to find out who the guest is next week. Somewhere you'll find out. But yeah, and otherwise, make sure you go check out my wonderful guest, Kakashi Rushi. You can find all of her links in the chat, show notes, description, on screen, in the title. It's fucking everywhere. Go check her out. She's cool. And yeah, with all of that said, I will see you all in the next episode. But until then, ciao for now.
Bye-bye.
Also, don't click off just yet, y'all. We're gonna raid out. Let's see who is live. And then I'll put in the raid message in chat. And yeah, we're just gonna go over there, say hi, and enjoy the rest of our evenings. We're going out to Erika Biako. Because why not? We haven't raided her this week. The raid message is Kappa Zara raid, or Zara FNV raid. Exclamation point Kappa. Just like that. You can copy paste it multiple times, and it'll look like that. All right, y'all, we're raiding out now. Make sure you have your raid messages ready, and I will see you all in Erika's chat. Remember, always be kind. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.